Thanks, Melissa.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Developing Palates. I'm Aaron Lewis coming to you from the Drew Estate Studios. With me today is Jiunn, Seth, guys, John McTavish. How you guys doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well.
Shut the fuck up, Karen.
Doing well here as well, thank you.
All right. So today, did you say Melissa? Because we're talking about the Cohiba Serie M for Melissa.
No, I thought I just named the lady Melissa.
I understand. I understand that. I want to know if you named
Oh,
Melissa because
you should have
of
just said
Series
yeah.
M.
You should just say
maybe.
yes.
I mean, maybe it is. Maybe that's what the M stands for.
They're in
Not
your
Miami.
head.
Yeah.
All right. So this cigar is a Toro, 6-inch by 52. Comes out of the El Titan de Bronze factory in the United States.
Fucking right, it does.
Wrapper is Nicaraguan Corojo. The binder is a double Nicaraguan binder. Filler is Nicaraguan Jalapa and Esteli and Dominican Piloto Cubano. Price point is $29.99. And the cigar came out in April 2021. So with all that out of the way, June, what was your overall experience like with the cigar?
I thought it was great. This is the first truly great cigar that comes out of. This is one of the definitely top 3 to come out of General that I would say like, damn, this is really good. And we smoked a lot of General stuff, y'all. And most of it is like bullshit, dog shit. You know?
Zero chance this video is getting shared now.
No, but I'm getting to a point of how I think this is a fantastic cigar. Very full flavored. Also, what that fullness of flavor is also really balanced. Just a lot of this like super like creamy like creme brulee thing, King's Hawaiian bread. There's a really nice meatiness, like both in the sense it's like the actual animal meat. Dried nuts, white pepper spice, long and lingering spiciness. It's got some like nice ginger snap cookies on the retro. Y'all think that I'm like charling this right now, but I'm not. Truly, I tasted all these flavors 4 times because I smoked 4 of these.
Keep on.
Yeah. The only thing is it's really expensive to get this kind of flavor profile in which you could get others in other similar cigars, like especially coming out of El Titan, right? And some of the Agarosa stuff. Not so much of the new Agarosa stuff, where you could get much cheaper. So, but I thought this was really, really tasty.
All right, Seth, what was your experience like?
Let me just talk about how gorgeous this cigar is. The wrapper is incredibly gentle. I'll say that. It's a fragile wrapper. Look at this. Wait for it. Look at that.
Zoom in.
Even I took a good photo of this cigar. That's how you know I care.
She's
There was a little hologram on the Miami part. The first third, I was getting red pepper, cream, almond cashews, cedar earth, coffee beans. It was just really, it's an elegant blend. Medium full strength. There's a lot of complexity in transitioning. I was getting some soft honey. There was hay. It just showed great Nicaraguan, Dominican qualities with good tobacco. Man, it's a good cigar. I loved it.
All right, John, what was your experience like?
Yeah, I smoked 2 of these. First of all, not to overlook the artisanal complications on the pre-light. This is a good-looking cigar. It's got a pigtail cap. It's got a closed foot. You know, they do what a lot of manufacturers don't necessarily do, which is, it's a premium price, but they also presents like a premium product. It's not just a secondary band on there like some international companies do, where they slap a secondary band on it and charge more for it. Not naming any names. I also thought this was a good cigar. I was very impressed, and I smoked 2 of these, and both were like perfect copy of each other. Like at each section where I got the flavors, when I wrote flavor notes like baking spices and mustiness and powdered cocoa, I got them on both reviews. It was remarkable how consistent they were. There was some white pepper in there that gave some interest, graham cracker. And then in the second, third, more of sort of a musty graham cracker, baking spices, just a really elegant, enjoyable, engaging cigar. Last third for both cigars was still pleasant for me, but I think it just lacked that intensity and complexity of the first 2/3. Interestingly, both cigars, and this kind of made me laugh. So both cigars had this strip of wrapper that would not burn in the exact same place, and required both the exact same touch up to sort of correct, and that was it. So it could have just been the smoking environment. I don't know. And both of them for me had a bit of a slightly resistant draw. But on a cigar like this, I probably want a bit of a resistant draw just to increase the smoking time. So, yeah, I was happy to have smoked these. This is nice. Aaron?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on an island here, but cigar had a pretty linear profile of toasted cedar, dry earth, and black pepper until the final third when the toast transitioned to heavy bitter char. Overall experience with the cigar was fairly forgettable. Never really captured my attention. Price points were really high. And based on what I experienced, I would not spend this money to go through it again. But that being said, I probably got a bum cigar. These guys all had fantastic experiences. I would have loved to have had this experience, but I didn't. So maybe it was just a one-off cigar that I got. I got the bad one, and that's how it showed up in the review or whatnot. But I will revisit this because I have another one to see what it's like, hoping I get a better experience. But I don't know, $30 is a lot of money. All right, getting the scores. Going to start at the top with Seth, 8.23.
Woo!
Jiunn was 7.78.
Oh my God.
John was 6.57. I give it a 5.05. So Seth, how'd that 8.23 match up for you?
I have smoked 9 of these. I've smoked 9 of them.
That's $270, Seth.
I've smoked a box, basically. It's absolutely insane. I think that I have been going. Here's the thing. I've been begging for Cohiba to make an awesome Cohiba for years. And I don't care how expensive it is. I don't care if they keep this limited. For me, they finally done it. They finally created an awesome Cohiba that I think is not like in line with Cuban Cohibas, but it almost has this quality of smoking like it. And I don't know if they could do this. They couldn't do this year round. Maybe they could do this annually, but they should if they can. I think it's fantastic. I know people love these things. It's great cigar.
Imagine how good the Scepter would be if it was made at El Titan. 3 times the price. How good could a $100 cigar out of El Titan be?
Pretty darn good, I suspect.
I bet it'd be pretty good. I mean, I just thought this was a great. This left off where like the old school La Polina Goldies, when I thought were really awesome, like the old number 2 and the number 5. This, and then they kind of went downhill. This is kind of like where they should have gone. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. But I've smoked a crap ton of them.
All right, Jiunn, 7.78. You've smoked the second most out of this group, I believe.
I've smoked 4.
Yeah.
Which is a lot. I rarely smoke that many, let alone anything that comes out of General. So yeah, I actually have many of the same sentiments as Seth does, except that I would say, for years I would just like I talk about this in the video recaps and like the written recaps. Like whenever we do a General Cigar, I usually like I'm like, all right, let's be nice, or I'm like, you know what, fuck it, this is getting really annoying. Like they have the power and they have the swinging power to make a great, fantastic cigar, and this like a great, fantastic cigar for like not the masses by any means, but this is a cigar geek lovers kind of cigar, right? So if you want to see what a huge company like STG can do, and to focus their minds on creating like a cigar geek cigar, they made it, in my opinion. I totally understand that it's expensive, but I think it's still worthwhile to try what that's like of a big company doing it the right way.
All right, John, 6.57.
Yeah, it's a pretty good cigar.
You guys, we need another reviewer. Who else is a fanboy about Titan?
Listen, I love stuff coming out of El Titan. I think this is one of the better Cohibas next to the Spectre. obviously at a much cheaper, more affordable price point than the Spectre. And I agree with your sentiment, Jiunn, that one of the things I think that drives me crazy a lot of times about General is that I know they've got a giant warehouse full of tobacco. They've got lots of really talented people, and I know they're capable of making cigars like this. I just wish they would make cigars like this more often. And perhaps because the market is not us, the cigar geeks, they don't. But it is very nice when they can come out with a cigar like this, because you go into it with a set of expectations of what it's going to be, and then it's not that. It's good. So yeah, it was a nice experience. I wish I would have had the opportunity to smoke 4 or 9, but my 2 were pretty good. Aaron?
Yeah, my 5.05 matches up well. It was a below average flavor profile, okay construction. Yeah, I mean, I'll smoke another one. I really want to like it. I want to have a good experience. Like I don't want to have the experience I had, but that's just kind of the way it worked out. So
It was almost unbelievable because there's a reason why I smoked so many. Because I smoked one, I was like, "Shit, this is good," and I smoked another one, I was like, "This is still good." And then I did it again and again after that, thinking, "Wow, this does not suck."
You kept on looking for it to go downhill.
I was finding reasons to be like, "This is a fucking $30 Cohiba. There should be no reason that is coming out STG and it's a Cohiba, expensive Cohiba, that it should be good." So I kept proofing it. You know what I mean? It's I know it's weird, but hey, I don't know. I sound like a total fanboy right now, but it's a good cigar. Okay.
Final thoughts? This is clearly in line for cigar of the year, even with me not, me being pretty much, out of the running of it. But there's nothing else that's up here.
Yeah, I think it should be in running for cigar of the year. I think when a company puts out a cigar like this, they should be in contention.
I think what's
You don't believe that, John. You don't believe those words.
No, I think what's great about it is that there's such a big company that for Jiunn and I, yes, this shows how great they can do, but there's so many other stuff that gets released from General that we just totally destroy that you're like, man, maybe you guys could just consistently find the middle. I don't know. It's just it's I don't know. I like what I would be interested to know what Sean's role was in this blend.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know if probably never. I'd like to know if Willie Herrera was involved in this. Is that the factory? I'd be curious to know who's involved in this, because this is. I mean, even the Royale wasn't at this level, or the Scepters aren't at this level, and it's just whoever's involved in this. Figure it out. Maybe Cohiba needs to buy El Titan.
There you go.
Well, they've got that El Legado, Cuban DNA in there,
man.
baby. That's that little unicorn dust.
I mean,
that'd be crazy.
Well, I mean, John, do you think Herrera Esteli, and I'm not trying to do you think the Herrera Esteli Miami is better than this, in your opinion?
Better than this cigar?
Yeah.
I'd say they're fairly comparable, actually, for me.
What about you, Aaron?
Well, I would say the Herrera Esteli is better than this because I just didn't have an experience. But
yeah, but I don't know. It's just
don't use me as a barometer because I just didn't have.
Jiunn, I know that you like this better than the Herrera, because listen, I love the Herrera Esteli Miami, and I was like, man, finally, this is probably my favorite thing being made out of Legado, and then or El Titan, then they make this. And I'm like, dang.
I feel like it's like people are probably gonna watch this or read the reviews and be like, guys, I cannot believe you of all people developing Palates that usually is super transparent.
No,
and very,
you know what?
It's all about.
No,
a lot of people. A lot of people.
Really?
I can tell you, customers at Havana Phil's are buying the crap out of this cigar.
Listen, man, if you watch this video and you think we're a bunch of fanboys, you've not been paying attention to our channel at all. Yeah. I mean, every comment is, and I quote, "Do you guys even like cigars?" So when we come out and say, "Hey, man, this is a really good cigar," it's coming from a place of truth and honesty and, no BS. General doesn't advertise with us either, do they?
No.
Yeah, there you go. So shut it up, haters.
Listen, I can see people not liking the blend.
Yeah, it's. I think I said in my notes. It's a very Dominican-esque type profile. So I think if you're really into Dominican tobacco, which Seth really likes Dominican tobacco, and Jiunn tends to like Dominican tobacco, then I think you probably go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
All right. If you're just catching this video on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to us. Also, check out the full written review on the website, developingpalates.com. Follow us on all the social media channels, and you can catch all of our review recaps on podcasts on iTunes, Google Play, and Podbean. Thank you for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
The M is for magnificent.